Are you getting on now? Let's talk about some rhythm guitar things. And Rick Lamb, who is I met a few years ago when I was on a visit home, and I just came back from home about a week ago, and ran into Rick, of course, and who was a lovely, lovely fella, and had some really cool things and supportive things to say about these little video lesson guitar-y things that keep my sanity up here in the frigid north of Alberta. Thank you very much. So to say thank you back, we'll do a quick little rhythm guitar sequence, and maybe we'll do a few more if time allows. If my tones don't go off and I gotta go screaming out the door on the ambulance or some shit, because I'm at work right now. We're just having some down times in the afternoon, so. Anyway, everybody and their dog, pretty much, does this. Or even the slow. Right? Everyone and their dog has done that and does it to death. And sometimes it's cool to do and sometimes it fits. But sometimes it's nice to have something different. So this is, I use this when I play in Memphis, Tennessee, which I get to do fairly often, because it's a good song, and people like it, so you throw it in the set. But instead of playing Memphis, Tennessee normally, which would be, I use slightly different voices, and when I'm doing that, when I play Memphis, Tennessee, I tend to think more like a keyboard player, almost. Because everyone's doing that, and then, like I said before, it can get mushy and things like that in the rhythm guitar. So, if you do a slightly different voicing, it'll expand the sound a bit and give it a bit of motion. So what I do, typically, over the B, like say the B section, is play this. Now, the cool thing about that rhythm is it's cool because it's not the first thing you would immediately gravitate towards, and the other thing is, to me, it sounds like Sesame Street, in this like the good old Sesame Street in the '70s. And I have a little giggle halfway through the gig, and it's lovely. So over the E. Let's talk about over the E first, I guess. So, this is substituting for, right? So you can still use your low E string and kind of pedal off that. Your pinky's going to go on the 7th fret on the A string. You're playing the E. Your ring finger is going to play the G sharp on the D string, 6th fret, and then your index finger is going to come play the B on the G string, 4th fret. So you get that voicing. So that would be your 5 voicing. For your 6, you're going to play basically an A major triad, which is you're going to play in the bass. You're going to play your E on the 7th fret. You're going to play the A on the D string, 7th fret. Then you're going to play a C sharp on the G string, 6th fret. Now we're going to go up to our 7. So all you're doing there, basically, is you're barring off on the 7th fret on the A string. Doesn't matter if you're covering on the D string or not, but on the 7th fret on the A string and the G string, you're going to play an E here and a D on the G string, 7th fret. Bring your pinky or ring finger, whichever you like, to play the B on the D string, 9th fret. This is all over an E. Memphis. Memphis just goes from the 1 to the 5. So basically, you take everything, move it down a set of strings to play your 5. So that's substituting for. And then back to your E. Now with your right hand, there's the, I mean, you can approach that any old way you like. You can play it straight chords, strum it. You can hybrid pick the whole thing. You can alternate. You do that fake organ. Kind of thing. I mean, there's all sorts of ways you're going to approach that. So I mean, yeah, if you're playing, you know, next time you're playing a 1-4-5 or something like that, and playing some kind of shuffle, you know, try to substitute that. So like if you're playing like, other than Memphis, I mean, Christ, there's like millions of things you can do that. I mean, you know, you get into a standard blues. G. Who hasn't been there, right? Slow blues and G, music store Saturday, trying out things you can't afford. So you can substitute. So basically, as long as you're basing it off your root note, you're good. So you're right now in the G position on the 10th fret, your pinky's playing that G note. You're substituting, now you're switching around using your middle finger. Now your index finger's playing, keeping that. Even when you're changing positions and changing chords. So it's almost the equivalent of like, right? But you're just playing in a different set of strings in different shapes. Right? So, and you can play that in any key, of course. I mean, you can put it back in the Memphis key for E, you know, or B. Well, if you played over the B, you'd be like. There. Anyway, so that is the Sesame Street Memphis rhythm. Cheers.